Testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, we're with you again, dear ones. We are Ananda. We are a collective consciousness, and we are guides and teachers. We have come through to this being to assist all of you in your ascension. We have come here as a group so that you have access to a lot of wisdom, so that you have access to a lot of energy, and so that you have access to yourselves. This is what we are working towards. We are working towards getting you to understand that you have everything you need. We are here to help you understand that you are made of love. We are here to help you remove the barriers to feeling that love. And so it is an auspicious day today, is it not? Valentine's Day. This is the day when your world proclaims special love. We are here to help you understand that your love is not for one person alone. It is not for just your beloved. We are here to help you cultivate within yourselves the knowledge that love is for everybody, that there is a part of you that has been shut down, a part of you that has been narrowed, a part of you that has been, we will say, contaminated, so that you believe that there are only a few, maybe even one or two, maybe even one person that you are meant to love. What is happening on your planet right now is the expansion of consciousness that is going to get you all loving each other, to get you all loving yourselves. This is a great detriment in the Western mind. This idea that you do not love yourselves, this idea that it's okay to criticize yourself, this idea that it's okay to look in the mirror and hate what you see, this idea that you are less than you should be. You are magnificent spiritual beings having a physical experience, and that physical experience can cloud your understanding of what you truly are. You are sacred beings. You are beings made of light and love. And any time that you are not at peace, any time that you are not content, any time that you are judgmental or fearful, questioning even, you are out of alignment with what you naturally are, which is a peaceful, loving, self-expressing, happy being. That is what we are leading you towards as an individual, and that is what the gatherings of individuals are leading your society to. So when we come to a gathering such as this, when we see the love that is developing between you, the newcomers are welcomed with love. The ones of you that have seen each other before rejoice at those beautiful faces walking through the door. You recognize each other. This is how the world can be. This is how your world can be. Often you come together in these gatherings and it feels special, it feels different, it feels unique, and you wish with all your heart that you could feel this way all the time. Well, that is what is happening on your planet. You are beginning to form into groups. There are many, many groups forming around this planet. Not all of them in physical form as you have come together with your bodies, but many forming on your internet, many forming in rural communities, realizing that food production and sharing the labor of growing food is an important activity. There are groups forming of parents who see that the education system is not serving their children, and they are coming together to teach each other's children, supporting each other through that process. So we see many, many groups forming on your planet of all different kinds, all different colors, all different shapes and sizes. But to most people, these groups are invisible. They are not invisible to us. We see the love gathering together, like-minded beings. We see the love gathering together, beings who wish to see transformation on this planet. And it is happening. It is happening all over your planet right now. And you are seeing eruptions for the desire for change, in demonstrations, in societies changing their format or the way that they work. Some of the revolutions that you might see on the news that look so disastrous are in fact the shattering of the old paradigm and the residual anger from many, many years of repression and control coming to the surface. What you are going to witness is a blossoming in some of these places where you have seen destruction. You are going to witness a blossoming of expanding consciousness in societies that you thought were detrimental somehow, too restrictive somehow. You are going to be seeing this more and more and more. The revolution is not coming from the top down. The revolution is coming from the bottom up. It's coming out of the hearts and minds of those beings who are being guided towards love and light. And it is an irresistible force. Just as all of you decided to come here, each one of you hearing the call, each one of you feeling that pull, each one of you wishing for more feelings that you've had in other retreats. What is happening within this group is a magnificent amplification that we are seeing building and building and building. And this being, having created her new online community, was absolutely shocked at the response that came from those beings that were expressing a desire for a place, a safe place, a kind place to communicate, to share ideas, to share stories. And this is what is happening all over the planet. So for all of you, we want you to feel excited. We do not want you to look at what is happening on this planet and feel despair. This is one of the great misdirections of your training programs, is that if you see something that you don't want, that you lament it, that you cry over it, that you wring your hands and talk about it. What we would like you to begin to do is, when you see something that you do not want to see, something that you do not like, you think of the opposite of that, and you focus on the opposite of that, and you no longer look at that thing that you do not want. So if you are worried about the environment, do not watch documentaries about the devastation. Do not watch documentaries about melting ice. Do not watch documentaries about plastic bags in Wales. Look at it once, feel the fact that this is not something you want, and then turn to what you do want. What do you want? Clean water for animals, less waste being produced. Put your mind on what you do want and begin to ask yourself, what can I do to assist in bringing into being what I do want? And do it with joy, not desperation. Do it with happiness, because it's something you want, it's something you love, it's something that inspires you. It may be doing art that expresses the beauty of nature. This is the kind of thing that you're not quite in tune with yet. This idea that if you see something you don't like, that you have to battle it, that you have to change that system. No, reinvent a new one. And if all you can do is draw pictures of what you want, that is sending out into the universe the frequency of that which you want. So there are people who would think, well, I want a beautiful garden. That seems self-indulgent. No, it is not self-indulgent. When you're out there in your, well, we will back up a little bit. When you're reading your seed catalog in the middle of winter, the feeling of joy that you have when you see that particular kind of delphinium that you would like to grow, that feeling of joy that you have when you see the pictures of those beautiful flowers and you imagine that growing in your garden, that is what will bring it into being. Not only your garden, but the whole garden for the whole world. You see, you are magnificent creators. You are creators of this world, but you have been taught that you are small, that you are selfish, that you are self-centered. If you do anything that brings you joy, The opposite is absolutely true. When you bring yourself joy through creativity, through self-expression, through sharing, through excitement, through inspiration, you are literally changing the whole world, because you are experiencing your world through your own consciousness. There is this idea that the world will be changed outside of you somehow. The world will be changed by you changing your mind, by you trusting in your guidance, by you following your passion, by you letting go of that which constrains you and limits you and makes you feel less than. And so when you come to a gathering such as this, you are helping the whole world. You are helping your planet. You are helping Gaia. You are bringing into being a frequency that is higher. You are bringing into being true love, which is joy for life. True love, which is using your life for good. And good things make you happy. Good things make you smile. So let us remove from our minds this idea that the only way to help the earth is to demonstrate or to do some big thing. The way you help the earth, the way you help your families, the way you help your fellow humans is by learning to be happy, learning to be joyful, learning to cultivate in you that which brings you to that beautiful, timeless place where you forget what you're doing and why you're here, but you are immersed in the color, you are immersed in the music, you are immersed in the soil. And each one of you will have a unique thing that is drawing you towards it. It seems to be drawing you towards it, but you have in fact caused it to become in the universe. You have made it arise out of nothing because you love it. And when you love something, you connect with it. The idea of thinking about something that you love, the idea of imagining where you might like to experience or something that you might like to learn, that is love because you are connecting with it. Connecting with anything is a demonstration of love. So when you are sitting in your living room and you're quietly thinking about your summer garden or the fishing trip that you'd like to take or the friend that you'd like to go on a road trip with, that is what love feels like. That is love. So we'd like you to, on this Valentine's Day, begin to expand your ideas of what love is. Love is creativity. Love is self-expression. Love is peace. Love is joy. Love is beauty. Love is helpfulness. Love is kindness. Love is gentleness. And when you fall off the love wagon and you begin to feel a little unhappy, a little judgmental, a little sad, a little fearful, a little limited, pay attention to it. Ask yourself, what am I doing right now that is making me feel bad? Am I looking at somebody with harsh eyes? Am I telling a story about a bad thing that happened to me a few years ago? Let me feel that I am off track and correct it as soon as possible. If you are sitting at a coffee shop with friends and they start to tell negative stories and then it becomes your turn, turn it around and say, thank you for all those stories, but I'm going to tell you a happy one. And do not be afraid of judgment. Do not be afraid, because those friends at that table may not be aware that those negative stories they are telling are making them feel worse. But you, having the courage to tell a positive story, a loving story, a creative story, an inspiring story, they will feel the difference. They will begin to feel a sense of relief. They will begin to remember their happy times. They will begin to feel better. And then the good stories will start. It just takes one of you to turn the frequency around. And if it goes back to the negative stories again, the next time you speak, you do it again. And this is the power of one. The power of one is the Gandhi. The power of one is the Hitler. You can choose what you are going to use your power for. The human mind aligned with love is more powerful than 10,000 minds out of alignment. So do not think that you are just individuals here who cannot do anything. Trust in the process. Trust in the fact that you are a loving being who is reclaiming your mind. You are a loving being that is reclaiming your connection to the original source of power, source from which you came. And so every time you slip off the love wagon and you feel yourself going down in frequency, you have unplugged from source. You are deciding that you are going to make the rules. You are deciding what's right. You are the one that's in charge. And you will begin to feel worse and worse the more controlling you get. So this is a big lesson for all of you, to begin to relinquish control of little things. This seems like something that wouldn't be very spiritual. You think, well, I'm only trying to control things because they're so chaotic. They're so out of order. The world needs me to control it. No, it doesn't. It is time to let go of control and let people be what they are. To let go of control and trust that you will be led in the right direction. To let go of control and feel the ease and relief of going through your day curious about what is going to arise rather than trying to make things happen. Now, we all know you have schedules. We all know that there are certain things that you must do in the day. But even when there are certain things that you must do in the day, you can approach them with ease. You can approach them with a smile. You can approach them with a lightness of being. And that will take the fear out of your mind, because basically there is a part of you that understands the connection to spirit. There is a part of you, the greater part of you, that knows that everything is going to be okay, that you are an eternal spiritual being, that you have guidance. You have guidance all the time in this wonderful feedback loop that you have with the universe. The universe is bringing you people, places, things, and experiences that are a match for you. And so when you love it, you are getting the lesson. When you love it, you can look at it and ask what it is asking of you. What is it showing you about you? Is it showing you your financial fear? Is it showing you your lack of self-love? Is it showing you your faith? Is it showing you your belief in abundance? What is your life reflecting back to you? There is no point in not loving it, because it is there in your life, in your experiences, that the universe is showing you love. It is giving you an opportunity to see yourself, especially the parts of yourself that you are not aware of or that you do not want to look at. So anything that happens to you, anything that comes your way, is love. And so judging it is attacking love. So when you understand this, and we're talking about love, of course, because it is Valentine's Day, we would like you to really grasp the fact that loving what is true love. Because in loving what is, you are asking the universe, you are telling the universe that you understand what is being shown to you, that you are being shown to you. And so what this weekend is about how to employ these principles in your daily life, how to begin to implement them, to take them out of the realm of theory, out of the realm of the esoteric, out of the realm of the printed page, and to integrate them into your body-mind, to begin to truly use on a daily basis the lessons that you have been studying so hard, to truly understand that it is the experience of practice that, we will say, uploads the software. Because as long as it is, we're using modern terms here because most of you understand it. It is like looking at the code behind the imagery of your computers. A lot of you are stuck in the code rather than seeing the manifestation that that code brings to the screen, the experience. So what we want this weekend to be about for all of you is looking at where you are not practicing these teachings. Where are you aware that you are falling short? And you will know by how you feel. Most of you, even in us saying this, will have an idea of the part of your life where you think, oops, I'm really having a hard time there. I'm not feeling love there. I'm not feeling peace there. Now, that is not to say that this will all change this weekend. But when you bring something up into your conscious mind, and in a place such as this, you begin to ask for help in an area that perhaps you have felt is too important to hand over to Spirit, that is too important for you to really ask to be shown the truth. But this kind of place is the place where we can really help you, where we can begin to instruct you and teach you, but there must come from within each of you this true asking for assistance, this true asking for healing, specifically about the areas of your life that you are either controlling and not liking the results, or you feel they're out of control, that you are not able to exert your will over that particular area of your life. So as we go into this first sleep time together, that is what we would like you to look at. What part of your life lacks love? What part of your experience is falling short of what you know is possible? Now, some of you have beautiful lives. You're very happy. You are beginning to really tune into the frequency of love. You are really beginning to relax into each day. And this is really a sign of accomplishment. Humans in this society very rarely relax. They are constantly worried about the future, constantly working on projects that they feel overwhelm them, constantly looking at lack or wishing it was this or wishing they were that. There are a few amongst you here who have come to that place where you're really tuning into each day. You're trusting that today you are going to get the guidance you need. Today you are going to get the inspiration you need. Today you are going to get the rest and the stimulation, the happiness that you need. For those of you in that place that feel you are really getting a grip on things, you can begin to ask for the next phase of your evolution. You can begin to ask, show me the next thing that I am assigned here in this incarnation. You are not assigned by others. You are assigned by your higher self, let's say. Your blueprint designers who work with you to decide what experiences you are going to have in this lifetime, what blocks and distortions are going to be addressed in this lifetime. So never feel as if you are living up to somebody else's assignment. These are all your own assignments. And what we want you to know is that as these escalating energies pick up speed, anything within you that is not of love, of light, of spirit, of inspiration, of creativity, of love, of kindness, of caring, is coming up. This does not mean that you are a failure. This does not mean that you're not a good Course in Miracles student. On the contrary, when you feel a negativity come up in you, we would like you to become grateful. Some of you are going to have negativities come up this weekend. You may lose your patience with some of the people around you. You may lose patience with certain aspects of the experience. But what we would like you to do, if you do have that experience, is to ask yourself, what in me is unhappy? What in me wants more? What in me is dissatisfied with what I'm getting? This is a microcosm of the macrocosm. This gathering has all different kinds of people in it. It has all different kinds of physical structures here, different ages, different ethnicities. So use your experience here as, we will say, a crucible for realizing where your short-temperedness is, or realizing where your judgment is, or realizing where your loneliness is, realizing where your anxiety is. All of those things are the blocks to your awareness of love's presence. Love is present in all of you. Love is here for all of you, every single minute of every single day. So understand that you are going to get some magnifications happening over the next couple of days. Not only are you in a gathering of like-minded souls, but you are also in a gathering of different souls. Not only are you staying in a beautiful house, but you are staying in a beautiful house in this powerful focal point that is Sedona. This is a very, very powerful place here. That is why it looks so different. It is designed to draw people to it. It is like a shining diamond, a shiny thing that catches your eye. The beauty of the place calls you to it. So one of the things that we would like you to do this weekend is to take time each day to look at these red rocks. For those of you that are non-residents, we would suggest that you get up early and watch the sun hit those rocks, and to really gaze at them. Allow the light reflecting off those beautiful natural formations to enter into your eyes and into your brain and let them do their magic. It's not really magic. We are using that word because it sounds so poetic. But what is really happening when you see the sun hit those rocks is that you are getting parts of your brain activated that are not activated easily. So this is a very, very powerful place. So for those non-residents, try and find time before the channeling to go for half an hour and watch the light hit those rocks. You are going to have serious upgrades if you are willing to do that. For those of you that are residents, there is a beautiful view across the way. We too suggest that you get up early. This is something that's really going to benefit you within this very short period that we have together. Setting yourself a gentle alarm so that you can see the sunrise, so that you can see the beginning of these beautiful, beautiful days. We understand that some of you are on holiday and you might like to sleep in, but you will benefit much more from getting up early and seeing the dawn. So here we are. We are here to encourage you. We are here to love you. We are here to inspire you, and we are here to raise your frequency. We are here to lift you up. You need to be lifted up at this time in your planet. There are these amazing energies that are building and building, but you have, we will say, oppressive forces at play on your planet, and they are contaminating many minds. So what we would like you to do while you are here is we would like you to refrain from looking at any media on your phones, any media on your computers. We would like you only to use your devices for what you would consider emergencies. So when you go to your beds tonight, do not sit there and scroll through things. Turn your phones off. If you have to check for emergency messages, do so. Then turn your devices off. We don't mean just sleep. Turn them off. You can check them again in the morning if there's something important. But if there's nothing important, do not look at them. This is a message, we will say, to give you an idea of the priorities that we would like you to begin to cultivate. Going to bed early, getting up early, appreciating the beauty of nature, giving yourself peaceful moments to enlighten yourselves, we say, by looking at the beauty of the dawn. Not letting yourselves get hooked into technology to the detriment of the rest of your life. Use this as a little microcosm of what we would like you to begin to do when you go home. And we understand that many of you have online businesses. We understand that many of you have jobs that require that you use your devices. But there are many of you that have jobs like that continue to use your devices inappropriately, constantly looking at them, constantly seeking something in them. There is nothing out there that you need. What you need is in here. Your creativity, your self-expression, your inspiration to bring into being a true expression of who and what you are, what is valuable to you, what you value, what you love. That does not come from watching other people. That does not come from that constant looking at devices. So let us all work together this weekend to put the phones away. And if you do not need to check any important messages, we would say turn your phones off and leave them in your room. Leave them behind. So that is our little message for you. We will be with all of you tonight. We will be monitoring you. We will be listening to you. We will be feeling you. We will be helping those of you that ask for it. So do not feel as if we are disappearing when we stop speaking through this being. We are here with you, and we will be with you for the next few days. We are Ananda, we are your guides and teachers, and now we pass our dear one over to Jesus, and he will have a few words for you. We will see you shortly. You are blessed beings indeed. I am that one that you know as Jesus, and these are wonderful times, are they not, when we can gather together. What we would like to start with is a little meditation. We would like all of you to get yourselves comfortable, get your feet on the ground. We would like you to take a couple of deep breaths, and we would like you to close your eyes. I am that one that you know as Jesus, and I am here to assist you in bringing to this weekend an open heart, an open mind, and with that opening to bring forth information that you cannot normally access. So we would like you to take a couple of really deep breaths, filling your lungs completely. And then let all of that air go, all of it, every last little drop of it. And then take another deep breath. And then let that go. Let your lungs completely deflate. And now set your breathing at a nice natural rhythm. What we would like you to do now is we would like you to envision your heart chakra, this place in the center of your chest. We would like to get you to envision a beautiful green spiral rotating counterclockwise. And as you look at that green spiral, it is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And that green spiral is going right through your chest, right through to your back. So now what you are seeing is like a green tunnel. And we would like you to envision yourself standing in front of yourself. And we would like you to dive into that green tunnel. And we would like you to envision yourself swimming. We will say the breaststroke. You are swimming the breaststroke through the green tunnel of your heart. And as you swim through that green tunnel, you are relaxing. You are letting go of all of this world's troubles. You do not need to think about the rent or the business or the children or the pets. We would like you to just envision yourself swimming through this beautiful green crystal cave now. You're underground and you're in this beautiful pristine water, swimming. And now we would like you to envision yourself floating on your back. You're floating easily, and you're looking up at the ceiling of this cave, and it's covered in crystals, beautiful green crystals. And the light is reflecting and bouncing off the ceiling. And you are in this peaceful place, this loving place where nothing is required of you, where you are calm and you are safe and you feel completely at home with yourself. We would like you to keep envisioning yourself floating in this beautiful crystal clear water in the green cave. We would like you to wiggle your toes a little bit. Feel the relaxation there, but you feel the life there too. I'd like you to move your feet a little bit. You can do this in reality or you can do this in your imagination. There is life within every single cell of your body, pulsing with vitality, pulsing with energy, pulsing with desire for life. Now we would like you to move your attention up to your calf muscles. We would like you to feel the life force there. Yes, every single cell in your body is always throbbing with life, throbbing with vitality, throbbing with the desire for experience. Now we would like you to bring your attention to your knees, that amazing joint that works so well when you're walking. Feel the bones within your knees. Feel the vital life force within your knees. Still floating in this beautiful cave of green light, which is love. You are enveloped by love. And you are feeling the vital life force of love in the cellular structure of your body. And now you go to your thighs and you feel those strong muscles there. They do so much for you, those big muscles in your thighs. I would like you to thank them for assisting you, moving you through this world. Now we'll go up into the pelvis area, full of so many wonderful, wonderful organs. Be thankful that you have access to sexual energy. Be thankful that you have access to creativity. Be thankful that this part of your body is so full of energy. Now we go up to the abdomen, the belly button area. Envision those organs inside of your tummy, your liver and your intestines and your stomach and your spleen and your gallbladder. What an amazing conglomeration of organs there. We would like you to envision your belly being filled with green light, invigorating and healing and loving life. Now we go up to the chest area and your lungs and your heart. Yes, you're still floating in this beautiful green cave. You are enveloped in love. That heart that pumps so many times a day without you even thinking about it. Those lungs that breathe so many times a day without you even thinking about it. We would like you to feel gratitude right now for the power of those organs, for the miraculous job that they perform every single day. Now we go up into your throat and your voice. What an amazing thing it is to be able to speak and share your feelings, to tell people you love them, to describe the beauty of the world that you're seeing, giving friends an idea of what you're experiencing here. Now we're going to go up to your beautiful face. Yes, you are still floating in the cave, the green cave, surrounded by love. This beautiful face that tells stories, these beautiful eyes that see, that wonderful nose that lets you smell flowers and when the septic is overflowing. This beautiful face. We would like you to love your face. We would like you to appreciate your face. This unique thing that everyone recognizes as you. What a miracle that is. And now we would like you to go up to the top of your head. Yes, you are still floating in the green cave surrounded by love. Now we would like you to go up to the top of your head. We would like you to envision a beautiful lotus flower on the top of your head, representing your crown chakra. Yes, you are still floating in the green cave, surrounded by love. And through the top of your head, coming down from the top of that cave, is a beautiful white light. It's going to go in through the top of your head, down through your skull, down through your jaw, down through your neck, down through your chest, into your tummy, through your pelvis, down your arms, and then down your legs. You're going to see that white light come out of the bottom of your feet as you're floating in this green cave surrounded by love. This is the vital life force that is keeping you alive, this universal energy coming from Source, expressing itself through you, asking you to be true to the guidance that it brings, asking you to be true to yourself, asking you to honestly live your life the way you would like to live your life, do the things that you would like to do, create the things that you would like to create. And yes, you're still floating in the cave, the green cave, surrounded by love. So now you are going to begin to swim again. You are going to swim back to the entrance of the cave through which you came originally. So you're swimming, feeling relaxed, loving yourself, appreciating your body for what it allows you to experience. And there in front of you, you see the opening, and you are swimming towards the opening. Slowly but surely, you come to the opening, and as you push yourself out through that opening, you are now back in this room, standing in front of yourself. And as you stand in front of yourself here, we want you to look at yourself in this form in your mind's eye. Your hair, your face, your body. And we would like you to say to yourself in your mind, I love you so much and I appreciate you so much. And I promise that I am going to treat you better. I promise that I am going to love you more. And I promise that I am going to listen to you. And I am going to begin to guide my life truly and authentically towards that which I want, towards that which makes me happy, and towards that which we both desire. Now you turn around and slowly sit back down into yourself. You have just gone through a little exercise that has shifted your frequency. You have come to a place of self-appreciation. You have come to a place of seeking congruency with yourself. That means that you begin to think and speak and act as one. You begin to shift your behaviors into alignment with your heart and your mind. You begin to speak the truth, not only to others, but to yourself. This is what this weekend is about. It is about congruency. It is about truly coming into a powerful place of creation. For if your mind and your heart and your actions are not congruent, you will not move forward as you desire. When you think one thing and act another, you are cancelling yourself out. You will take one step forward and one step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 3 steps forward, 4 steps back. So for you tonight, our introduction is brief. It is about congruency. And so when you go to your beds tonight, we would ask you to look at where you are not congruent. This does not mean that you are going to have to change this in 2 days. Do not panic. What we are asking you to do is to be honest with yourself and truthfully tell yourself where you're lying to yourself about certain things, whether it be a relationship or your health or your work or your finances or your dreams. Ask yourself where you are not appreciating yourself or honoring yourself, and go to sleep being truthful with yourself about where you are in your life today. There is no shame in not being where you want to be, but you are where you are. You are where you are, and it is in accepting where you are, with all of the good, with all of the bad, with all of the indifferent, that you accurately place yourself in the universe. When you are deceiving yourself or telling yourself stories or pretending that everything's okay when it's not, it is very hard to move forward. So tonight we would like all of you to become really truthful with yourselves about where you are now and where you would like to get to. This is not about ambition. This is about using all of your creative power and understanding that what you think about and what you speak about and what you do with your time are the ways that you create. Your intention, your focus, your desires all work together over time to bring into being that which you would like to experience. And after all, what is it that you would like to experience? You would like to experience things that your guidance is telling you are important for you. You would like to experience relationships or friendships or creativity or work that something in you is interested in. And that something in you is the map that you have been given for this incarnation. And so not to listen to that guidance means that you are kind of arguing with God. You have come to an agreement with your guides and teachers that there are certain things that you would like to experience in this life, and those things come to you in the form of feeling. I'm interested in that. I like that. I would like more of that. And so this evening is your evening to do what we would call an honest and authentic inventory of where you are right now. You do not have to figure out how to change things, but we just want you to be honest with yourselves and say, this is where I am, and this is where I'd like to be. There is a journey between where I am right now and where I'd like to be, perhaps. Perhaps you are exactly where you would like to be in your life, and that is all well and good. But for many of you, there is a gap between where you are now and where you would like to be. This is not about dissatisfaction. This is not about regret. It is about placing yourself honestly where you are. Just as when you are on a trip, a road trip, if you don't know where you are, you cannot use the map that you have been given to get where you want to go. You must know where you are to be able to read the map. Your map is your guidance system. Your map is your feelings. Your map is your inspiration. If you don't know where you are, you don't know where to go. So that is our brief introduction tonight. We know that you are eager for teaching. We know that you are eager for channeling. That you have had long and busy days getting here. You've had a lot of stimulation of new faces and stories and reunions and new meetings. And so we will bring this channeling to an end now. But do not think that we are not working on you. Do not think that we are not paying attention to you. We are doing our assessment of you tonight. And so do that homework of a quiet contemplation before you close your eyes for sleep. You can do it just for a few minutes when you're in bed before you go to sleep. And we would like you to open up your hearts and minds to us tonight. Give us permission before you go to sleep to assist you in any way that we can, given your free will. Remember, you have the ability to stop evolution. You have the ability to say no. You have the ability to say, I need to keep control of these things because they're very important and I can't hand it over to you. But we would say to you, if you are unhappy, or if you are sad, or if you are feeling underpowered, or if you are feeling a little bit ill, then surrender tonight completely and absolutely, and let us work with you in your dreams, in your nighttime, and we will make some shifts for you. You are all going to have some upgrades this weekend. You are all going to feel certain things happening within your energy systems, within your minds, within your thoughts. Some of you are going to have some inspirations this weekend. And we will let you know that for several weeks after this gathering, you will feel the repercussions of these 2 or 3 days. So do not think that everything is going to happen all at once. Some of the shifts that we will be making in your body-mind complexes this weekend will begin to play out several weeks down the road. So be open, be courageous, and be honest. We will speak to you again tomorrow. Oh, hello.